It was a bright and peaceful morning in the royal kingdom, and Snow White was enjoying the fresh scent of blooming flowers in the castle garden. The birds chirped merrily as they hopped between the trees, their cheerful melodies blending with the gentle rustling of leaves. Butterflies of every color fluttered around her, and the golden rays of the sun painted the landscape in warm hues. The 7 dwarfs, who had come to visit her from their cottage in the woods, were busy tending to the garden. Doc was carefully trimming the bushes, while Happy hummed a joyful tune as he watered the roses. Grumpy, as always, grumbled about the heat, while Sleepy sat under a tree, already dozing off. Bashful, Dopey, and Sneezy were picking fresh apples to bring back to the castle kitchen. Snow White walked along the garden's stone pathway, admiring the beauty of nature. Suddenly, something caught her eye, a strange flower that shimmered like gold in the sunlight. It stood taller than the others, its delicate petals glowing with an otherworldly light. She had spent countless hours in the garden, yet she had never seen such a flower before. Curious, she knelt down and gently reached out to touch it. The moment her fingers brushed against its petals, a soft, whispering voice filled the air. "Help me, dear princess," Snow White gasped and looked around. There was no one in sight. Had she imagined it? She turned back to the flower, her heart pounding. Who said that?" she asked, her voice barely above a whisper. The golden flower trembled slightly, and once again, the voice spoke, as if carried by the wind. "You must help me. The balance of the seasons is in danger." Snow White's eyes widened in shock. Before she could ask anything else, the flower's glow faded, and it became still once more. At that moment, Doc and the other dwarfs arrived. "Snow White, what's wrong?" Doc asked, noticing her surprised expression. Snow White hesitated. I think this flower just spoke to me." Grumpy folded his arms. "Flowers don't talk, princess, but I heard it. It said something about the balance of the seasons," she insisted. The dwarfs exchanged skeptical glances. "Maybe you need some rest," suggested Sleepy, yawning. Snow White frowned, staring at the flower. She knew what she had heard. Something magical was happening, and she had to find out what. That night, the castle was quiet, and the moon cast a silvery glow over the land. Snow White lay in her bed, but sleep would not come. The words of the golden flower echoed in her mind. "The balance of the seasons is in danger." She tossed and turned, unable to shake the feeling that something was terribly wrong. At last, she could bear it no longer. Quietly, she got out of bed, put on her cloak, and slipped out of the castle. The garden was bathed in moonlight, and the air was cool and still. She hurried to the golden flower, hoping to hear the voice again. As she knelt beside it, a soft glow began to radiate from its petals. "Princess, you have returned," the voice whispered. Snow White took a deep breath. "Who are you?" she asked. "I am the guardian of the seasons," the voice replied. "I watch over the harmony of spring, summer, autumn, and winter, but something terrible has happened. The wicked Frost Queen has stolen the crystal of seasons, and without it, the seasons will fall into chaos." Snow White's heart clenched. What will happen if the crystal is not returned? "Winter will never end," the flower said sorrowfully. "The world will be trapped in an endless frost. The trees will wither, the rivers will freeze, and no flowers will bloom again." Snow White placed a hand over her heart. "That must not happen." "You are the only one who can stop it," the flower said, "but you cannot do it alone. Gather your friends and journey to the frozen palace, where the Frost Queen holds the crystal. Only then can you restore balance to the seasons." Snow White nodded with determination. "I will do whatever it takes." The glow of the flower faded, but its warmth lingered in the air. Snow White hurried back to the castle. The next morning, she called the 7 dwarfs together. "I need your help," she said. "We must journey to the frozen palace and retrieve the crystal of seasons." The dwarfs were surprised, but seeing the determination in her eyes, They knew she was serious. Doc adjusted his glasses. Then we'd better start packing. And so, with their hearts set on adventure, they prepared to embark on their most important journey yet. Snow White and the 7 dwarfs traveled for many days. As they ventured further from the castle, the warm spring air gradually turned colder. The trees, once full of green leaves, became bare and frozen. Snowflakes swirled through the air, covering the ground in a thick, icy blanket. "It shouldn't be winter yet," Snow White murmured. "This must be the Frost Queen's doing," Doc said grimly. They had entered the forest of endless winter. The deeper they went, the colder it became. Frost covered the tree branches like delicate lace, and the sky was gray and heavy with clouds. Even Happy stopped smiling as the bitter cold bit at their faces. Suddenly, from the shadows of the trees, came a low, menacing growl. Snow White turned sharply. A pack of icy wolves had appeared. Their fur shimmered like frost, and their glowing blue eyes fixed on the group. Grumpy took a step back. I knew this was a bad idea. The wolves slowly crept closer, their breath misting in the cold air. Snow White and the dwarfs huddled together. "We have to think fast," said Doc. But before they could move, something silver flashed through the trees. A beautiful silver fox leapt in front of them, standing between them and the wolves. The fox's fur gleamed like moonlight, and its piercing amber eyes glowed with wisdom. "Follow me if you want to survive," the fox said in a voice as smooth as silk. Without hesitation, Snow White and the dwarfs ran after the fox, weaving through the snow-covered trees. The wolves howled and chased after them, but the fox was swift, leading them deeper into the forest. At last, they reached a hidden cave tucked behind a frozen waterfall. The fox turned to them. "You are lucky I arrived when I did. The Frost Queen's magic has made the creatures of this forest dangerous." Snow White took a deep breath. "Who are you?" "I am Sylas, guardian of the forest," the fox replied. "I have been waiting for you, princess. The frozen palace lies beyond the mountains, but the journey will not be easy. If you wish to retrieve the Crystal of Seasons, you must face even greater dangers ahead." Snow White squared her shoulders. "We are ready." And so, their perilous journey continued.